Hey, but ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight to the
Brady's gonna get cussed
HBCU.
out today. I see it. I see it. I
Welcome,
see it.
ladies and gentlemen, to episode 205 of the Splashcast Monday Night Raw. We are here for the HBCU news around the culture. Got a few things we're gonna talk about today. Hey, bruh, I just want to start with the MEAC. Delaware State upset North Carolina Central on homecoming. I think that may be the theme of homecoming season, bruh. Stop playing these teams. All these people keep getting beat on homecoming, bruh.
This
It's
was
bad.
show up to your trap, take over your trap. And Central, there was just never like, we're happy. We thought Delaware State, hey man, what Deshawn Jackson is doing over there is unbelievable. This running game is not like anything we've ever seen. To go and to actually beat the team that has been the rushing maven for the last 4 or 5 years at their homecoming, Deshawn Jackson is doing wonders right now for Del State. They are in love with that guy. Central, I did not see this loss. Thoughts and prayers in advance. I don't think y'all are a bad team. You just ran into a buzzsaw.
No. They just, I think you're always close to being upset. We told y'all Delaware State can run the ball for a gajillion yards, which they did again. But that defense was swarming. And if you watch North Carolina Central, holding them to 26 points is actually very, very impressive. So now all of a sudden, this MEAC race has gotten really, really interesting. I think Delaware State, they still they play South Carolina State at the end of the season, and they're both 5-3. They still got to play Howard and Morgan State, and they play Norfolk State next in Philadelphia on Thursday. So this team, y'all might mess around and see Delaware State win the MEAC, and it's very possible, which is wild crazy.
And as much as there's that end of it, there's this end of it. Michael Vick, first year coach, got whooped 51-20 against South Carolina State. Chennis continues to win. And I also forgot to say, I think Benedict is undefeated.
Yeah, he actually did a really, really good job of leaving the folks there. My bad. Of leaving the folks there. He didn't take the whole staff. I think he left the quarterbacks coach or the offensive coordinator to be the head coach. And Benedict has been doing well. South Carolina State, bro, they beat them 51-30. Let me tell y'all about this game though. It was close after the second quarter, and then it's like South Carolina State said, "All right, Vic, we did you solid. We kept the TV ratings up.
Right.
Let's go ahead and score 30 straight points on y'all."
But it's over, and we finna send you home, big dog. Kind of did you a solid, honestly. Hey, man, we not embarrass you but it's still homecoming, and especially coming off losing to Hampton, you didn't have to fire some, his defensive coaches.
They were 14-3 on South Carolina State.
This has not been a great experience for Michael Vick so far. But the thing about it is, I think that he still gets another opportunity here next season to really raise some money, and I think that the money changes things. But he is going to have to get out there and show his face, and you have to kiss some babies, a lot of babies.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to raid the portal. You got a lot to do, brother. But I think he'll figure it out.
Yeah, but that's the other part. You have the advantage of being Michael Vick too. So I don't care.
Okay. What else you got?
And then this and just disappointment. Howard secures their homecoming win in overtime against Morgan. Morgan, we've said this all season. All you have is expectations. You have every MEAC All-American, and you guys somehow just end up right here every year, tricking it off against teams you shouldn't lose to, and nobody quite understands how. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do he might be a guy who's on the hot seat. We talk about Coach Boykin at Hampton being on the hot seat. Morgan, you haven't really been competitive in the MEAC in that type of way. Central has. You let South Carolina State show up. Delaware State kind of passing you, puts you in a real interesting position. But y'all have had too many good players over the last, since Reggie and I have been potting for y'all not to have really been to not have won a championship.
Yeah. You know, they're gonna put some players. I don't know what the disconnect is, but they need to put players in the league. They're
very much so like an SEC, like a mid-tier to lower tier SEC team to me, where y'all have all the players. It's just when it comes to discipline and playing connected football for 4 quarters for an entire season, it's 1 or 2 games where y'all just disappear, and then that ends up flushing your season. And then we're right back here next year with, man, every linebacker they have is good. Every running back they have is good. And somehow yet and still just look okay.
Yeah. But that's the MEAC, man. It's wild, it's crazy.
And that
it's gonna be a photo finish between now 3 teams. It used to be a 2-team race. That 3rd team, Delaware State, has entered the fray. And y'all let him win if you want to. MEAC, y'all gonna be for a long. It's gonna be 3-team race. And everybody else, y'all gonna get beat down by them 3 teams. Right. It sucks to get beat down by 2 people. Get destroyed and jumped by 3 teams, bro. That's half your games. You lose by 30.
Coach, why are we doing this?
All right, let's get to the SWAC, man. All right, so quick hits. Southern lost to FAMU. Knew that was gonna happen. Southern fired their coach. Huh?
Did you? I mean, I guess.
Yes, Southern fired their coach.
Struggle Bowl. Bad and worse.
Well, FAM is 2-1 in the conference. So we'll get there. But Southern lost. They at this point are the 2nd worst team in the SWAC, which I had no clue that what I would be saying. But they finally scored some points, though. They put up 35. Just FAMU put up 43. So it is what it is.
We tried.
Alcorn off the schneid. They're 1-3, but they did get off the schneid in the SWAC. They beat Mississippi Valley State. Southern is 0-4 in the SWAC.
Burn it.
And then, of course, Alabama State beat Alabama A&M 56-13. The game was over after they flipped the coin. It was a rizap. Andrew Body had 6 TDs, 300-some yards.
Masterclass. I was at the tailgate and they showed the little clip. They showed the little stats. Y'all didn't even try to stop the man. Y'all just let him do whatever he wanted to the whole damn game.
Slapped y'all up like Cam Newton did y'all mascot. I mean, it was just bad, bro.
Embarrassing.
It was bad.
Struggle. All of the above.
But what we really want to get to is these 3 games here on the left. We're going to start out with Prairie View. We're going to start out with Prairie View. They won 38-0. Prairie View is 4-0 in the SWAC. Prairie View is 6-2 overall after starting, I think, 1-2. They've won like 4 straight. They are on top of the SWAC West, and they're only above Texas Southern by 1 game. Coach Jackson has them rolling.
This is the game that I wanted to see from them. I've heard a lot from you. You've recruited pretty well. I think you built a strong team, but I wanted to see you win convincingly. Now, Lincoln, I think, is a slump buster of a school, but you beat the people who are in front of you, and you haven't lost yet. And if you keep, if as long as you keep winning, there's not anything I can say, especially when what happened at the top.
Bethune-Cookman beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Bethune-Cookman is 4-4 overall because they played a difficult, out of conference, but they are 3-1 in the SWAC East. Why is that important? Because that game that Norwood alluded to up top. Grambling upset Jackson State. Shout out to T-Set. Had a hell of a game before being knocked out, literally. Prayers to him and his family. We know that he's good. I think he had a concussion. But Grambling upset Jackson State, and now Jackson State, Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU in the SWAC East are all with one loss. Jackson State beat Alabama State. I think Alabama State beat Bethune-Cookman, and I think Bethune-Cookman still has to play FAM at the end of the year. But this normally the SWAC West is like wacky, Wild West, right? You had like 4 or 5 teams. The SWAC East this year, Jackson State losing is cataclysmic because now you have to figure out. I mean, Alabama State still hold the tiebreaker, but Jackson State got to play all these other teams though. Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
This is what we've seen across the board in football and pro football and college. NIL has created parity where it is any given Saturday, any given Sunday. You can get it any day from anybody. Keep your head on a swivel if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, and if I'm Southern, I'm looking at some of these Division II SIAC schools, coaches that have won and are proven and that can update the offense. You probably need to get them or at least make a run. I like McNair, but he's older. He put up 35, which he did. But I would rather have some fresh blood over there. So
but we're the thick of things in HBCU football right now. If you are a football fan, specifically an HBCU football fan, this season's giving you everything that you could ask for, that you could want, and it's going to be a dogfight to the end. And you get to see some of the teams
coming. I know,
right? Make better decisions 3 or 4 years in advance, and it's also interesting because everybody has kind of taken their lumps. Versus, in the past, it's really been Jackson and Central, and then you just wait till the end of the season to see them play. And I was like, anybody can get it. And Alabama, your Alabama State pick looks better and better every week.
Yeah, I thought they were about to win that game. I can't believe they lost that game. And finally, hey man, y'all better look out for these coaches. It's a lot of firing going on in the upper tiers. And Jackson State, South Carolina State, Prairie View.
Oh, and by the way, Hampton lost. We ain't got to discuss it. Coach Boykin, I feel very confident he will be released at the end of the season. So if any of y'all other teams need a coach, he shall be available.
But yeah, what I'm saying is those coaches that I was talking about they may be with Willie Simmons having success at FIU. All of a sudden now you may be able to go, and I think Kennesaw State as well. You may be able to go and get an HBCU coach and bring him up to a mid-tier.
Kennesaw got that money.
And now you get money. And so, hey man, y'all better figure out this pipeline. Y'all better talk to Chennis, do a little case study. Benedict case study. How did it work?
Hey, he's not giving y'all the herbs and spices. I'm telling y'all that right now. You're gonna have to go see a man about a dog if you think you're gonna get stuff from Mr. Berry.
Southern, go get Benedict's coach. You fumbled once. Don't fumble again. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with football. We got NCAA football, SE. We just gonna kind of talk about football today. It was a lot of mid games in the NFL. I'm gonna be angry. And then we're gonna talk college. And then that'll be
We're moving into the thick of the season where everybody has some figuring to do. And you better hope your team you better hope your team figure right. We'll be right back.